Welcome everybody, and it's the day. It's energy balance yoga, so it's the cards. The cards, here they are. I'm just going to select one. Oh, that's the one I'm picking up straight away. Oh, it was just there, right in the middle. It was just shouting out, and here we are. Look at that, choose peace, and that beautiful yogi there. Yeah. Says it all, and you can just see it in the image there, this beautiful peaceful expression, these gorgeous healing peaceful colors and that radiation. Yeah, Parahansa Yogananda, lovely. That's made me feel very happy today seeing that. Such a massively good reminder to make those choices, and this is a good choice for peace, choosing to practice yoga, of course. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go. That was a very loud bell. Whoa, it really wanted to ring out then. So we're going to begin. You know what? We're going to begin lying down because, you know, it's a busy life that we lead. And I always think it's the quickest route to becoming embodied is to get the whole body on the ground in the easiest way. And just let yourself flop on the ground, you know, however's comfortable. Just really let yourself lay down, lay this body down. Breathe into the nostrils. Have some sighs out through the mouth. Just really acknowledge this is me making space for myself, taking care of myself. Space for myself, for this person. This person, me, who I do care about. Yeah, have that sense. Maybe even put your hands on your body just to have that sense of, oh, I care about you. And naturally, just always go to hand on heart, hand on belly, because this feels like, yeah, here I am. So I just have that sense of here I am here, I care about you. And just close the eyes. And even if you don't really believe it, even if you just think, oh, it's just words, just say it anyway. And feel that breath in your body, breathing into the nostrils. Have another sigh out through the mouth. Just feeling that release. We're going to be all about release, balance, stability, clarity, peace. Choosing peace tonight. Yeah. And then we're going to make the sound. Create that sound, the mantra Om. Just one long, loud one. You can keep your hands on your body. I kind of like the sense of feeling that between the ground and my hands. Here I am. I'm here. And this is the sound I'm going to make. So nice relaxed legs. Just give them a little bit of a wriggle side to side. What's that called? A rock side to side. That's better. Yeah. Okay, breathe out. And then take a nice deep breath in and we'll make the sound of Om. And let's see how that vibrates in the body. How do you feel that space you've created, that real clarity? And then we're just going to bring the knees up. And with that clarity, we move into, a bit of treats for the back. Have a rock side to side, maybe making that quite a big rock. If you feel like exploring, let's make that quite a big rock and see how that feels. Still breathing, being conscious and really aware of your breath coming in and out through your nostrils. And then maybe we'll turn that into a little small, maybe rocking and rolling, maybe back and forth, side to side, just kind of moving around and finding all these little areas in the back. So just kind of moving however feels good, wiggling around, but just pressing the back into the ground, around all the areas. And let's turn that into a circle just to find and connect with the breath more cohesively. Breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out as you draw the knees into the body. You choose how big you want to make that circle. You could make it like a tiny little saucer, maybe for a teacup. You could make that more of a side plate. Maybe it's a big dinner plate. Or maybe you take the knees away and you're making a massive, great big serving plate. I like to think of those sizes. So you choose. But always, whatever you're doing, The inhale as the knees come away, the exhale as you draw the knees in. Feeling your body, your hands are there, the back is on the ground is giving you support, your breath is there all the time, your life force. Feel that sense of intimacy with the breath, that closeness to yourself. And then we change direction with that circle. Again, sort of experiment with the dimensions of the circle you're making, feeling how it's impacting all the different areas of the back. Breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out. Try and bring those knees right into the body, so you're really getting a bit of a squeeze of the breath out. In and out through the nostrils, of course. Let's extend the heels up to the ceiling, extend the fingers up to the ceiling, push the heels up. Maybe we'll just flex first of all, flexing the ankles and wrists. So pushing the heels up, drawing the hands back, pressing the hands to the ceiling, and then the other way. So just checking out the range of motion back and forth, breathing in and out the whole time. And then we're just going to rotate so we get more of a circling, spiraling in the limbs. Whole back is fully supported by the ground. Let's go the other way with the spiraling. You can even let that come into the knees and the legs and the elbows and the arms, so you can make it a little bit more fluid. Yeah. And then hug the knees again. Feels nice. Put the feet on the floor, slide the legs away, extend the full body. Feel your whole body full of life, full of energy. Yeah, breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. Using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Yeah, noticing where you're feeling tight. Noticing where there is resistance. Noticing where there's tension. Tension just naturally kind of builds in different parts of the body, gathers throughout the day and also the mind. So we're just addressing that, feeling that. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. And then just relax the arms on the ground. We'll just rock the legs back and forth just to relax them, remind them to relax. Let the feet fall out to the side. And soft arms, so the elbows are slightly bent. Back of the neck is quite long, the chin is slightly tucked in. Then we're just going to move the arms and the legs, but we'll just start off with breathing in, just with the arms, and breathing out. The arms are coming through space and they land on the ground either side of the body. Then the inhale begins. Full inhale, make it very expansive. Feel the chest expand, how good it is to feel that chest expand, and then deflating, emptying everything out as your arms just touch the ground. You're completely empty. And then the inhale begins. And with this also, as well as noticing that lovely expansive and releasing out breath, the expansive in breath, releasing and softening out breath, there's also the spaces in between. So when your hands land on the ground, you maybe notice a slight pause where there's neither inhale or exhale. And then the same as you inhale, at the very top of that inhale, when you're just full and expanded, you also feel a slight pause between the inhale and the exhale before it begins. It's like a little moment of suspension. Maybe this is a bit of space for yourself. Maybe this is the peace that we're looking for. It's a little peaceful moment where there's neither in breath or out breath. It's just stillness, peace, presence, space, all these fabulous things, all the things that I definitely want. Stillness, peace, pause, rest, peace. Yeah. And then we're going to get the legs moving as well. So we're just going to bring up the arms, still nice and smooth and steady on the inhale. Feel the whole heart expand. And as you exhale, we press the back into the ground. Just start to feel, when you feel your abdominals really start to engage, and then draw the knees up. And then push the heels up on the inhale. And then the exhale, pull the knees in. Then the inhale, so it's an expansive movement. We either extend the legs away, or if you prefer, you can slide the feet away. It's inhaling and exhaling, the hands coming forward. So that's the full pattern. We keep this slow, smooth movement. The inhales, the arms come up. Really feel that full extension. So you feel the back come off the ground. And then as you exhale, we press the back into the ground. Draw the knees up into the body. Inhale. Extend, push the heels up. Get those backs of the legs expanded. Exhale, draw the knees right into the body. Inhale, extend the legs away or slide the feet on the ground. Exhaling, draw the arms forward. This is a lovely little sequence. I think comes from the Shivananda tradition. I think it's one that I always return to. I love this. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, expand. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Inhaling, extend the legs away. Full expansion, then exhaling. Good. Bend the knees again. Have a rock and roll. Or maybe we'll just try it this way. We'll just rock along the length of the spine. So take the hands behind the knees and we'll have a little rock this way. If that feels okay for you, otherwise, just rock side to side. And then we're going to come up to seated. We'll rock up to seated. See how that feels. Rocking right up to seated. And then we'll even continue that rocking. We're going to just have a little rock side to side here with a cross-legged position. Just finding our seat and just enjoying ourselves, rocking and rolling, coming to a stillness, circling the knees. Yeah, so we're extending on the ground. Let's extend sitting up. So insert the fingers, breathe in, breathing out, press the hands up to the ceiling. Feel that extension through the elbows, but keep the shoulders down. So we're just going to have a little bit of extend there. Breathing in, as you breathe out, we're going to lean over. So you could think about it as leaning, but you could also think about it as extending through the, I'm leaning to the left, so I'm extending through the right. Good. Then use the inhale to come up. And we're leaning to the right, extending through the left. On that out breath, and come up again. We'll do one more each side. Just getting into those sides and exhaling, extending the right side, inhaling up to the top, extending through the left side. One final inhale, lift up. Exhaling, just slowly lowering the arms down. You're pushing the heels of the palms out to the sides. Yeah, lovely. Good. Well, we're just going to come on to all fours. So we'll just do this lovely version of the cat where we're doing opposite arm and leg, but really extending that leg back and extending the fingers forward. So see if you can get that extension as you inhale and exhale, coming down, softening the elbows even more, bending the elbows. It should stay kind of soft throughout. So inhaling and exhaling, exchanging the weight, inhaling, extend, lovely long line from fingertip to toe, and exhaling, softening into the ground, inhale. So yeah, when we soften and breathe out, emphasize that by bending the elbows, just to get that soft feeling. And then we're emphasizing that inhale, that vitality by really extending and then exhaling. So we find the difference between the inhale and the exhale. And so we expand the body, we expand the breath, we expand our awareness. We extend the possibilities. We create more space. More space for ourselves, more space for peace. Inhale. Inhale one last time and exhale. And we'll have a little rest sitting back into the heels. So really send the sit bones back into the heels. Slide the hands away, bring your forehead to the ground. And just rest there in the swan position. And just feel yourself embodying swan. Again, a beautiful symbol you might want to think of. The swan is a beautiful creature, and the peacefulness of the swan as it glides across the water. Obviously there's a lot of work going on underneath the surface, but it's just that peaceful, how peaceful it could make one feel seeing that elegance. Breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the mouth. So feeling these beautiful, elegant wings, like your arms thrust forwards. This lovely breath. The wings expanding, the ribs expanding as you inhale. Then releasing as you exhale through the mouth. So let's come into a downward dog. So we're going to come up onto all fours, keeping the hands where they are. So from this position, nice and extended. Fingers spread wide, engage the hands on the ground. Breathe in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. Come into downward dog. Let's just see how this feels. Let's focus, instead of doing the walking the dog, I want to just focus more on the back. So we'll bend the knees a little bit more than you normally would with a downward dog, looking back towards the feet, really making sure the hands are fully engaged. And then really lengthen the spine. So press into the ground with the whole hand and all the fingers at the same time. It's tricky to press into the ground without hunching the shoulders together. But try and keep the shoulders away from each other. So a slight softness in the elbow, that helps. But really feel that someone is almost pulling your tail backwards and upwards. So getting as much length in the spine as possible. Keep the tummy tucked in. We're breathing into the chest. Breathe deeply. And then we'll start to think about the legs. So then we'll start bringing one heel down at a time. And just getting those hamstrings a little bit more springy. Creating a bit more space. Breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. And then maybe settling into this position. You know, don't worry too much about hamstrings being super springy to begin with, because, you know, they're just waking up. And then we're going to look to the hands, lift our gaze to the hands and walk the feet towards the hands slightly. And then bend the knees and let the body hang. So the whole body from the hips upwards is just hanging. It's really just kind of you're giving your body to the ground. Knees bent. There, so the legs are strong, upper body completely floppy. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let's bring a bit of energy into that. So slightly lift off the ground. So just so your fingertips are touching the ground. So knees are still bent. And then we're going to have a little bit of a sway. You might want to widen your stance slightly. I don't know. See what feels good to you. We'll have a little bit of a sway. So the upper body's still hanging here. And we're just having a swing. So you're shifting the weight from right to left. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just giving a little bit more release to the back. There's a bit more involvement in the lower back here because we're slightly lifted off the ground. And then let yourself come to a stillness. Leave the head hanging, leave the arms hanging. Slowly start to uncurl the spine, start to rise up through the spine, breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. And as you rise up, just lifting and rolling the shoulders back, bending into the knees, just rolling, breathing in. Start to feel that vitality coming into the chest, into the body, into the front of the shoulders. Breathing in and out. Good. Yeah, then we'll take that forwards now with the shoulders. And in fact, we'll take that into the elbows as well. And then we'll let the arms start to come up. So these big wings, flying, diving into our practice. Yeah. And then we'll just take the hands in front and behind. Again, feel this a little bit in the front and the back of the shoulders. And just waking ourselves up a bit, waking up the hands. A little slap. Waking that up and shake the hands out a little bit, shake the legs out a little bit, just give ourselves a little bit of liveliness in the body. Okay, let's just come into a cross crawl again, livening up the body, bringing that left knee up and meeting it with the right hand, end of the way. We do this kind of quite slowly, actually. I think is good because it really brings that coordination, that focus, that connection between the body and the mind. Just moving kind of in this cross-lateral movement. Keeping this body really upright and engaged as you do this, so it's not kind of leaning forwards and flopping, but keeping this integrity of the body, of the spine. Yeah. Keeping that crown lifted, keeping a sense of a center. Extend the leg and meet it with the opposite hand. Little cross crawl movements. These are great for just limbering, energizing, and getting yourself prepared, organized, coordinated. Great for coordination. Leg out to the side, opposite arm over the head. So we're just going to find this one. Breathing all the time. Reconfiguring the energy patterns, getting the energy flowing more usefully. And let's do this last one. We don't do this one all the time and I really like it. So we bring the weight onto the ball of the right foot and just send that left foot behind and give a little tap with the nearest hand. The other arm goes over the head. Yeah, good. Breathing in and out, smiling. Maybe let yourself move around. Maybe you get off the mat a little bit, who knows? Yeah, get wild. Okay, and then come to a stillness. Lift the shoulders up, breathe in, squeeze the shoulders up, out through the mouth. And again, breathe in. Squeeze the shoulders up, out through the mouth. And again, breathe in. Let's get this tension, let's squeeze it right up by the ears and then out through the mouth. Good. And just to loosen up even more, take the feet wide as the shoulders now, knees are bent. We're just turning on our center, letting the arms swing around the body, enjoying our own space. Yeah. Space and peace, these seem to be the key words for today. Our own space, creating space for ourselves and finding the peace within that space, within that spaciousness. And we create spaciousness in the body, in the mind through our practice. And just really appreciating that in this moment. Just warm up the legs a little bit more, just by bringing the heel to the backside, just feeling a sense of, yeah, getting a little bit lively, enlivening, movement. You know, if you get stuck at a desk for a lot of the day, or you find you're really staying still and just getting that last bit more work done, just keep getting up, moving. You know, doing a few of these cross crawls or breathing and moving is always my number one choice. Lifting the knees high. Okay, let's actually do a little bit of hip as well. Why not? Let's just finish this one off. Lifting the knee up and out to the side. Warming that hip joint. Yeah, maybe they're feeling a little bit creaky. Maybe you're getting a few pops and clicks. And just keep breathing with that, moving. You're kind of oiling the joints, if you like, this movement, lubrication for the joints. Okay, yeah, feels better, feel a bit more alive. Come to the front of the mat, we're going to come into some standing postures. Triangle, bring the weight into the left foot. So the feet are parallel, hips are apart, and we step back with the right. Placing that foot at a right angle, facing the hips to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lengthen through the body, lift the ribs. Exhale, keep that length, but bring the hands down. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, reaching over to the left and down. Meet that left leg and then reach the right arm up and the palms facing forwards. So we get that sense of openness in the shoulder then, rather than the other way. It's kind of, yeah, we want to really open this here, the front of the body. So opening the hand up too. Have a little bit of awareness in the knees, just come a slight kind of wriggle, a slight bend, just to keep that energy, preventing them from locking. Soften the feet by wriggling the toes, looking up towards that right hand, keeping the neck in line with the spine. So whether it's looking forwards the face or looking up, it's not hanging, not kind of lolling there. Breathe. Keep that spaciousness with you. Breathe into the chest, breathe into the belly, breathe into the arms and legs. And then use the inhale to come up, maybe bending that left knee. And breathing out, soften. The arms float down. Bend into that right knee, come back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight to the right, step back with the left. Nice transition there, nice and easeful. Weight on both feet. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, open wide. Big open heart. Exhale, reaching over to the right and down. Make contact with that right leg. Press against it slightly rather than leaning. And reaching the fingers up to the ceiling. Feel a sense of dropping the left shoulder down behind you. Maybe even slightly pressing the right shoulder forward so we get a slight twist. Turning the chest towards the ceiling, towards that left hand, looking up at the left hand, softening the knees. Breathe, feel the spaciousness in your body as you breathe, in and out through the nostrils. Nice, big, expansive, expressive breaths. And then as you come up, bend into that right knee, soften it, inhale. Exhale, soften, float the arms down. Bend into the left knee, come back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little wriggle, a little shake there. Keep the energy moving. Now we're going to step back, a bigger step for a warrior two. So bring the weight to the left foot and a big step back with the right. But land, pointing those toes slightly forwards now rather than right angle. Squaring the hips and facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Inhale, look down the left arm. Exhaling, bending into that left knee and pressing into the right foot. Even emphasis between both the feet. And actually particularly this sense, this connection between the left knee and the right heel. So it's like an elastic band, imagine that. It feels much more interesting when we think of those, elasticities and energy in the between parts of the body. Also check that that knee isn't collapsing inwards. Make sure it's going, the knee is in line with the toes. That's the important alignment. And we'll keep dropping down a little bit more. As you drop down centrally, check that you're not leaning forwards. Also check that this arm isn't kind of collapsing. And also check that you're really strong in that back leg and that anchor leg. Dropping the shoulders, looking down beyond the fingers there. So you can hold one more breath there. And use the inhale to come up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend, lower the arms down. And then we bend into the right knee and we come back onto the mat. A nice little shake in between, shaking of the knees. Give them a little wiggle. Weight onto the right foot, big step back. Warrior step back with the left. Really let that land. Pointing the toes slightly forwards. Squaring the hips. Facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Great space. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, looking down the right arm, lifting the chest. As you exhale, just bending into the right knee. It's hovering over the ankle at the same time, strengthening the back leg, pressing into that left heel. You've got this dynamic extension, elastic band between the right knee and left heel. Extend also the elastic band between the fingertips. Good. Also feel maybe there's a sense of an elastic, actually between the center of the heart, the sternum, and the base of the spine. That's also extending. So all these lines of energy. And the shape we're making really here with the warrior is like a square. It's quite dynamic. As opposed to the triangle we were making before. Triangle is more of a harmonious type of shape. So this is more dynamic. Come up on the inhale. On the exhale, lower the arms down. Bend the left knee and bring yourself back onto the mat. Let's come into a squat. How's the squat going? Something I like to practice quite regularly. So if your heels are on the ground, that's great. If they're off the ground, put something underneath them, blankets or blocks or cushions. Back to the hands, just rest on the ground. Let the head hang. Body's between the legs there. And some release happening here in the hips, in the back of the neck. Also in the arms and the shoulders, we're just kind of really letting that go. Particularly the weight of the head. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Good. And then just lifting the head up. Bring the hands together in front of you. And rather than just kind of hanging the body forwards now, we have to do the opposite. We're very hanging and released. Now we're going to activate the back. Press the elbows into the insides of those knees. So we're lifting the chest. We're trying to expand here and trying to get some space between the elbows. And also the back of the neck is getting nice and long. Long neck. Chin slightly tucked in. Breathe. Looking directly forwards. And just trying to keep a bit of weight going forwards without leaning forwards. That's the trick here. One more breath in and release down. Press the hands into the ground, into a ragdoll. Knees are bent, body's hanging there. A nice releasing breath before we come up. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale through the mouth. And then slowly we rebuild the spine, feel the energy rising up through your center, knees are bent, and we just kind of bringing life into this body, space, energy, the whole body. Open up the chest, rolling the shoulders back. We'll do a little back bend here, so why not? We'll have a little bit of a rub of the back. Oh, yeah. And then making sure the feet hips are apart. Bend the knees, so it's more than the softening, it's bending. Palms here, fingers pointing down, bring the elbows back, and then we're just going to push the hips forwards. So we're creating this nice openness in the whole front of the body, really supported with the hands there, particularly in this belly area. So we're really holding that back so it gets long. We want to create a bend, we want to create that bend evenly through the spine, lifting and opening the chest, taking the shoulders back, opening the front of the shoulders. Now use the inhale to come back up slowly. Move back again. Give that a good little rub. And let's maybe even take the back of the hands to this area. Ah, yeah, release, release, release all tension. And then take the hands to the front of the hips. Energy. And the fingers to the heart now. Breathing in, make some sound, release. There's always so many layers of tension, and we just keep removing and releasing. Yeah, and freeing ourselves up, creating more and more space. So let's come into a moment, a kind of meditative movement moment. There's lots of M's. A meditative movement motion. Moment even. Motion movement. I'll get on with it. Right, so hands are pressed together, feet hips apart, parallel. Let's lift the toes, feel a connection with the ground. Soften the toes to the ground, lift the heels high, and lay those down now. So, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to point your fingers to the ground. As you breathe in, the hands come away from each other, they extend to the side, so we're making this a big, big circle, drawing a huge circle around ourselves with our fingertips, looking as the hands meet, like two little birds coming together. And then we're drawing this line, this soft line down through the center. So we're following it with the eyes, pointing down, looking down, inhaling. We cast a circle around ourselves. It's creating space around ourselves again. It's beautiful, peaceful, spacious circle. Protective maybe, whatever we feel we need. A safe space for ourselves, energized space, a loving space. Acknowledging ourselves in this space. I'm here, here I am. Good. And then we feel grateful for that. So just have a little practice of gratitude, of appreciation for this person that one is. Yeah, let's focus our gratitude and appreciation on ourselves. What do we feel grateful for and appreciative of this self, of this person that we are? Yeah, see what happens. Really, struggle with that and really think about what would, someone close to you who knows you well, good friend, partner, family member what would they say? How would they appreciate you? And just echo their words, their thoughts, their feelings. Yeah, that feels good, right? And then just bring the hands to the heart center this last time. Let that settle in front of the heart, pressing lightly together evenly. Close the eyes. And bring your focus of attention into the heart, your heart space. Notice, really look and imagine, visualize, what does your heart look like or feel like today? So really make that a sensory experience. Does it have a color, a shape, a form, a feeling, a smell? Yeah. Maybe all of those things, just let them be filled in. So you're really getting this multi-dimensional experience of your heart. Maybe there's a word that goes with that. And just enjoy that for a second as you breathe in and out through the nostrils. And breathe in. Breathing out, open the eyes, drop the hands down. Okay, so with that, maybe have more sense of a balance. We're going to do a balance. Think about this area again. We're in the heart, so let's just really let the heart sing and dance. So this is the dancer. We bring the left foot on the ground. And I like to really think about, the Shiva, one of the images of Shiva dancing Nataraj on the earth. So this foot is going on the earth. Imagine you're standing on the whole world, which you are. And then we're just taking that right toe off the ground, taking hold of the right foot. And you can take that hand on the outside or the inside, and reaching up, maybe connect the thumb and first finger just to connect and complete this circle. Create this mudra here. Yana mudra, breathing in. Lift the arm up. Really lengthen. Feel the heart is leading here. And then we lean forwards with that whole of that body. So you can see from the fingertip to the knee. And then we lift that right toe away, opening the chest. Really allow that right shoulder to open, to come backwards. And maybe a fair bit of wobbling and readjusting all the time, constant balancing. That's what we're doing here. We're balancing. So there should be lots of wobbling and moving and shifting. Body is finding balance all the time, looking towards where your fingers are pointing, out into the distance, out into the future. Good. Good. Coming up on the inhale, so use that inhale to lift up, still staying, standing, and breathing out, lower the arm down, and then lower that right foot down. Give the legs a little shake. There. Give the arms a little shake, just to even things out again. Bring the weight onto the right foot, plant that down. Just take the weight into that. Really feel like I'm just standing up on that whole globe, the world, and bending that left knee, taking hold of the left foot, inside or outside grip. Connect the thumb and the first finger. Oh, see, one moment of loss of concentration and it's all falling over. Breathing in, lift that right arm up, reach up, really feel the chest is leading this movement. Exhaling, taking the whole body forwards, leaning forwards, and then once you're here, looking to the direction the fingers are going, that drishti point, and taking the left heel away from the buttock. So it's expansive, beautiful dancer. Check you're not gripping with the toes. This is what happens all the time, gripping with the toes. So ungrip and let that wobble of the foot happen. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower that right arm on the exhale. And lower the left leg down. And again, we just shake all the limbs up. But let's have a proper shake. Let's have a proper shake with a proper sound. So knees are a little bit bent. We start with the knees. It's like that kind of scary, shaky movement, and then the hips are going, and then the shoulders are going. Breathe in through the nostrils, let it out through the mouth. Yeah, it's like a shivering, shaking movement. Yeah, feels much more revitalized after that. Balance. This is my favorite balance. I know, maybe I say that about all of them, but actually this really is. It's the heron balance. I just love the elegance and the grace of this. So we put the weight onto the left foot, and on the inhale, we lift that right knee and lift the hands. So it's a dynamic, strong. We lift the knee, the right knee, and we, in the opposite direction, we're pressing into the ground with the left foot. So this leg is really active, and we're also reaching up. That's quite dynamic. And then we breathe out, and the leg comes down, and the arms come down. And then we shift the weight onto the right foot, little touches of the fingertips there as we lift the knee, we lift the arms, we lift the breath, that's inhale, and then the exhale, smooth and slow. So this gives us a lot to focus on, shifting the weight, the fingertips. And again, we're casting this circle around us, we're creating this space around us. So we really want to focus on that space, being smooth, even, steady, focused, giving yourself this grace, elegance of the heron. It's a beautiful, elegant bird, so strong and powerful, but so light. So we feel that sense of lightness coming into the body, this light energy breathing in. In fact, we're just going to now maybe give you an alternative. So same thing here, but then as you breathe out, you're going to push the heel out and the arms come down. And then the inhale, the arms come up and the knee lifts up one more time, and then we lower down. So we're just doing an extended version. You can stay with the original if you prefer. Shift the weight, fingertips, breathing in, It starts the same, but this time as the arms come down, you push the heel out and the arms come down. So it's a strong dynamic. Again, we lift the knees, we lift the arms, and then we lower down. All the time remembering, it's the dynamic that helps the balance. So every time you lift a knee, you're pressing into the opposite foot. That will just transform your balance. And the arms come down, you push that foot out, that will help the balance. Then we lift and we lower down. I think we're doing one more, if I'm right. Maybe. Well, you find the balance, because you may be not going the same speed as me anyway. Breathing out, pushing that heel out. Breathing in, lifting, pushing into the opposite foot. Exhaling slowly through the nostrils, coming down to the earth. And just finding that nice position in the feet. Lift the toes up again, place them down. Lift the heels up, place them down. Let's take a wide stance now. Nice and wide. So with that lovely softness, we're going to just counteract that with a strong fieriness. So first of all, turn the feet out at a slight angle. So nice and wide. And then we're going to get into this goddess pose. So first of all, we're just going to get this nice and wide with the knees. Have a look at your knees. So you go as wide as you can, as your hips will allow. And then you have a look at the angle of the toes and you match that. So it might be easy to make that a bit more further out or a bit more further in, the angle. Okay, so making sure that the knees and the toes are aligned. Pressing the hands together. Inhale as you come up, as you straighten up the legs, push into the feet. Exhale as your knees come out and we lower the root to the ground. Keeping the body upright. So this is staying steady, this whole part. So there's nothing much moving here. Obviously we're moving through space, but there's nothing moving. Pressing the hands together, keeping the chest nice and open. Good. Maybe going a little bit lower each time. Breathing out, coming down. Inhale, pushing up. So feel the power in the legs. Yeah, feel your strength. And also feel this stability. So let's just kind of give this a little bit more fire now. So breathing in, lift up, look up. Breathing out. So we're really going to rasp that tongue out, eyes wide, rasping in the throat. Clear out all the passages. Breathing in. Bring some fire to that. Bring your light to that. Breathing in. So anything that needs a bit of processing, I'm going to bring that to this. One more. Breathing in. Keep the feet where they are, but just turn them, or legs where they are, but just turn the feet in. And think the fingers behind the body. Let the arms just rest on the back there. I'm just going to open the shoulders a little bit more. And the back. Breathing in, lift the chest, take the shoulders back. Look up, exhaling, leading with the chest. Have the knees slightly soft, but not bent. Let the arms just rest on the back, first of all, but let the head hang forwards. And then we take the hands away from the back and let the arms just do the work, the weight of the arms, gravity, and the breath. Yeah, now breathing in and out from the nostrils. Slight softness in the knees there, but to protect them. And just feel that spaciousness coming into the shoulders. And then bring the hands still interlinked to the center of the back and draw a circle clockwise on the back. Getting some ease there. Bend the knees and start to draw a circle the other way. And as you draw this circle the other way, start to just unravel and come slowly uncurling to standing. Get the back and rub with both hands. Oh yeah, how good that feels. And then you bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake, give the arms a little shake, shaking everything up, resetting. Okay. So we're going to come into half sun salute, moving and breathing. Let's get that energy. And we've G'd up our energy, we've kind of found all these different energies in our body. Now we're just going to bring this into the half sun salute. So lifting up the chest, feet sinking into the ground. Can you feel how tall and long, elegant your body feels now? Press the hands together, back of the neck long. Good. Breathe in. Breathing out, point the fingers down. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up, hands come together. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips come to the ground. Soft there. Inhale, vital, look up. Open the chest, shoulders back, strong back, legs and arms. They're all straight. And then exhale, keeping straight legs, forward bend, looking to the ground. Bend the knees. Inhale, push up. Reach up, look up, exhale, arms coming down. Inhale, looking up, reaching up, exhale. Bend the knees, lead with the chest so it's strong in the belly here as you touch the ground. Inhale, strong in the belly even more so as you look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale all the way up. Reach up, exhale, arms coming down. Good, inhale. Exhaling. Bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale. Exhaling. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale all the way up. You can change the speed of this if you want to. If you're familiar with this, you can go a bit faster. In fact, I'll go a bit faster now. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale, look forward, straight legs, arms back, open the chest. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Look up, stretch up, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale, push up through the feet, look up. Exhale, really feeling energy coming into the body. Inhale, vitality, bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, one more. Let's make this a slow one, so slow. Inhale. Look up, so luxuriating this, bend the knees, lead with the chest, fingertips come to the ground. Inhale, straight legs back, arms, strong belly here, looking up to the ceiling even, and exhale, keeping the legs straight, forward bend. We'll just stay here for a second, but we'll just come up on the fingertips. Inhale, look forwards, exhale, forward bend. Let's try that again, breathing in, come up on the fingertips. Look forwards, breathing up, forward bend. Let's try it one more time, breathing in, come up onto the fingertips. And exhale, forward bend. Now we'll lift the gaze, come up to the fingertips, take the hands to the hips. So we're kind of halfway up. Okay. Lifting the elbows straight back, looking forwards, breathe out. You can hold your back if you need extra support. Use the inhale to lift up. And release. And we'll release it even more. Take the feet apart, shoulder width, bend the knees, and come into these twists. Bending into the knees. Arms are swinging around the body. Breathe, breathe. Ah, yeah, just feeling the air around you. Think about and feel the space you have created for yourself. Center, you're at the center of your experience here. Yeah, good. Okay. We're going to be moving now towards the ground. But before we do that, we're going to come into the chair. So last bit of strong effort. So lifting up the arms, inhaling, straightening up, lifting and lengthening. And as you breathe, keep the neck in line with the spine. So we're not looking up at the hands, we're keeping that head in line. And then we're breathing out, leaning forwards with the arms, reaching forward with the arms, looking down at the ground slightly and taking the bottom back. So we've got this strong line. You can see this line here from the base of the spine to the fingertips. And the knees are bent, and this, checking that the knees are neither coming together or splaying outwards. They're steady, stable, sitting back as if into a comfortable chair. And then use the inhale to come up, and the exhale, the arms are coming down. Yeah. Roll the shoulders back as well. It's quite strong on the shoulders. Give the shoulders a bit more space. And then we're going to come down to the ground. So coming to the front of the mat. Little squat here. Breathing in. Take the hands forwards. Bring the shoulders back. Inhale. As you exhale, inhaling and exhaling all the time as we come down here in this one. Because we're going to go slowly. So we need to support the inhale, exhale, steadiness. Keep your hands going forwards, the bottom's going back. Breathing in and out the whole time. Taking your time, as much time as you need. And then landing, catching yourself with the hands. bouncing the knees up and down. Yeah. And we'll just slowly lay down the body. We're going into a slow grounding again, coming back to the ground from where we came from. So we reach the fingers to the toes and we breathe in and out. We do one last little bit of effort here. Bit of effort on the abdominals all the time. And then the reward, the release, the letting go in Shavasana. Dropping the body. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Yeah, feels good. Draw the knees up. Give them a little hug before we do a couple more things to finish. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. And we're just going to take the feet as wide as the mat. Feet away from the buttocks, arms away to the sides, palms flat down. Nice lying twist. Breathing in. Close the eyes. As you breathe out, let the knees fall to the left and the head go over to the right. So really nice and easy. Eyes closed, focus inwards. In breath, knees lift up, head lifts up. Exhale, knees fall to the right, head goes over to the left. So we're creating a very simple, easy lying twist. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're constantly moving, but it's very slow and steady. And just being really aware, bringing your focus of attention to your spine, to your back. How does it feel as you move, supported by the ground? Feel yourself bringing ease and space into the spine. Ease and space, fluidity. Yeah, just feeling this peacefulness as well. Maybe there's a softness around this. Real care for oneself. This is what lying twists are about. I think they're just all about really easing and bringing some softness and pleasure. Hopefully there's pleasure in this. It always feels very pleasurable for me. This lovely, spacious, slow movement. Really taking our time to enjoy the movement of the body. It's very simple, natural movement. And then bring the knees to center. Maybe slide the legs away. Extend the arms away. Give yourself a full extension. Point the toes again. We're back to the beginning. We were pointing the toes on the inhale, pushing the heels away on the exhale. Noticing how the body feels now. They definitely feel a difference when we're doing this at the beginning. There's just so much more ease, softness, expansion in the body, so much more space. I can feel my shoulders, how much more space there is in the legs, in the back. Yeah, and the kind of ease of tension in my belly as well, just noticing all these little things. And then we'll finish again. Relax the legs, let them rock back and forth. And we'll just move the arms with the breath. Close the eyes, breathing in. Fill the chest with space, air, and exhaling through the nostrils, bringing the arms, straight arms, then moving through space. On that exhale, the length of that exhale until they reach the ground either side of the body. Touching the ground there, inhaling. So we're just moving with the breath. It's like the arms are being moved by the breath. They're being animated by the breath. And that's all that's happening really. You're feeling the connection, the body and the ground. Maybe you can feel the slight differences as the arms move through space. What parts of the body are still in contact with the ground and what parts are lifted away from the ground. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Let's do one more of these. Slowly. Notice the tendency that you might have when you know it's the last one or if it's coming to the finish of speeding up. But don't speed up, or just notice if you are. Awareness is always the first stage of any new practice or new intention. Bring our awareness to that And again, we just hug the knees, why not? We place the soles of the feet on the ground. Or actually, I'm going to invite you to rest your legs up against a wall, or if there's some furniture nearby, you can just put them up on the sofa or chair. But if you can get them up against a wall, it feels really nice. Just going to really enjoy that. Alternatively, you can have the feet on the ground, knees fall together. That's quite nice, restful for the back and maybe the sacrum there. So just let the arms flop out to the sides, with the legs up against the wall. Close the eyes. And we just rest. Just for a few moments here. Lying in a comfortable position, preferably with the legs up, just enjoying. Breathing. Feeling the movement of your breath, how it moves the body. It's a soft, easy breath. Maybe the belly is rising and falling softly. Chest is expanding and contracting softly. Just being aware of the ground supporting you, how your body feels now. Noticing the impact of your practice, of your efforts. Noticing the space of your body. How does it feel inside the body? And noticing the space that your body is in, the space your body occupies, the space around your body, the space of your mind, all this space. And relax in that spaciousness. Be at ease. Rest. Come to the end of our practice today. So we just softly come out of the relaxation in whatever way feels comfortable for you, taking your time. Please don't hurry. You don't need to snap back into action. You can just sort of roll, ease back into the day, whatever you have to do with the rest of the day. Coming back around. Yeah, coming back up. Yeah. Good. Having a look around, appreciating your space, the light, the day, the comforts of your home. Yeah. And we're just going to finish by bringing this into an intention. So rub the hands together. Yeah. Plenty of heat between the hands. Make it nice and hot. And energy. And then we bring that to the heart space. So we think about the space of the body, our own space. And this is the heart space. In the secret cave of the heart. We bring our intention to this space. Close the eyes and just bring to mind your sankalpa. Choose your words. Choose a phrase or a few phrases that you feel are useful for you right now. And if you don't have anything, then I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. Beautiful sankalpa. So say those words to yourself, whatever words you have. Give them a smile. Give them your full attention. Full energy. Good. Acknowledgement. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your practice. Beautiful.